Welcome back, this is Starion from Mysterian Gaming. Today we're running the dungeon known as Gundrak. It's a dungeon located in Zuldrak. We're going to get started by going down the stairway here. Normally you could just jump right into the water. There's actually two entrances, but normally people want to take the side that has the snake boss first. Get going. Now, there's a lot of mobs in here you can skin, actually, so make it easier on you. Now, normally the grips just love killing all these guys here, but here's the first boss, Saldren. For him, he'll summon up snakes that can end up binding you and rooting you that have to be killed for you to be freed. He also has a nasty poison nova that you need to run away from when he's casting, because that can even wipe out a tank if he gets hit by it.
Draka's gonna kill anybody who trespass on these lands. Not our greatest enemy.
Now, as you can see, there's 3 Mofits up there hanging. In order to knock them down, in order to get to the final boss, you have to activate 3 pedestals. And then you see, I activate the first one. And that knocks that into place. Now, inside this dungeon, there are actually herbalism nodes in here you can gather, as well as the skinning of a lot of the creatures in here. As well as some humanoid mobs that you can get some frost weave off of. Now, quest-wise, as you see there's a tablet here, you have to loot a couple of those. Kill a couple bosses in order to get items off them and take out the final boss. Now we're coming up to the golem / elemental boss. Now for this room, you really want to try to LOS or line of sight pull this stuff. But also, what sucks is, as you see, there's a giant snake tail here. Blizzard never actually did anything with this. But I would have been curious to see what they were thinking about trying. Also, you gotta be careful of these purple puddles. It's not good to stand on them. Now, as you see, this boss fight is a Drakari Colossus. Once it reaches half HP, it'll spit out an elemental that you have to knock down to half HP as well. And then you do it again with the golem, and then it's elemental again. The only thing about this fight is you just gotta keep your eye on the ground and make sure you're not standing in these purple pools. Now, as you see, boss spits out the elemental. It starts spitting out pools of water. Now you have to come to this pedestal and activate that to knock down the next little Mofit there. Or key, I guess you could call it. Once all 3 are in place, it will rotate and turn into a bridge so you can get to the final boss. Now, the easiest way to actually get to the next boss is just to jump into the pool here and swim across. You just gotta be careful of the little piranha guys in here. They'll attack you. They can do some nasty damage. As well as that pat. If you're lucky, the timing of your jump and swimming across, you won't even have to fight them whatsoever. Now, once we take out that next boss, this will open. Now this boss, there's a meta achieve to get a mount. This guy was one of the most pain in the butt to get the achievement off of, because you could not allow him to transform. But as he lost more and more HP, his spell would get faster and faster. And you always risk the chance of his stun being active on you when he casts. When he gets about the 10%, his cast is literally almost under a second. Nowadays, everyone can one-shot him to get the achievement. As for us, we're going to cast a Demon Bolt on him.
You fought back the Scourge. What chance you thinking you got?
Now the final pedestal here will knock in that elephant key, and as you'll see, we'll have a bridge. But also you see, as I said, that is open now. Now there's actually an optional boss. We're actually going to go do him. There's an achievement to take out the boss while you have a nasty little debuff on you. And you see, it's a dweller type boss here. You just gotta get through these guys. Now, to get the boss to come up, we just gotta get rid of these guys. And Ecta Ferocious will spawn. This boss is pretty much a tank and spank, other than the nature damage. No one actually ever runs and goes to do that boss, because everyone's always in a rush to get done, instead of take their time and enjoy things. Now, we're back at the Mammoth boss. Other than having to backtrack and run her back to the Golem boss area, all you have to do is jump down here and swim across. But remember, there will be piranhas inside this water. All you gotta do is run up the bone pile, and here you are. Oh, by the way, the Rhino will do a knockback charge on you. Now, groups would actually compete. The range would try to kill the rider before the Rhino. Now, this boss actually wiped a lot of groups back in the day because people would not follow a simple mechanic. Gundrak is a rhino boss, more or less. He starts as a troll, then he'll transform into a rhino. While he's in his troll form, you just gotta be careful, because once he starts doing his whirlpin, everyone needs to get away, including the tank. because he will stack a bleed on you, and it will kill you if it gets too many stacks. If it gets to above like 3 stacks, you're dead. Now, when he transforms into a rhino, the only thing you have to worry about is a charge, and every now and then he is going to impale a party member on his horn. Now, there's an achievement that if you had a party of 5, everyone would have to be impaled on the horn in order to unlock the achievement. Nowadays, that's kind of hard, because people have certain effects that reflect damage. So you have to make sure you have nothing like that on you when you do this, and get him to the point where he'll transform into a rhino. You can't, basically, just don't do anything that can cause him damage. As for this, we're just going to hit him out with a dot.
I'm gonna spill your the mighty can fall.
And once that's done, the quest giver at the beginning will come here, let you hand in. Oh, that's been Gundrak. This has been Asterion from Asterion Gaming, asking you to please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.